Hi everyone, good morning. I hope you're all well. It's the 31st of January. We made it. We actually made it to the end of January, and I expect a lot of you are happy because you got paid today. So yeah, we made it. I thought what I would do today was I want to share some hints and tips with regards to self-publishing, and I think I think way back when I started this channel, I might have done, I think I did an audio about self-publishing, hints and tips, way back. I think this channel's nearly 2 years old now, and I wanted to share some hints and tips today. Not that, here's a disclaimer, I am not an expert, but I think it's good for people or anyone that's maybe thinking about it and still sitting on the fence about it. And it's just really to say that I would encourage you to do so. If you've ever thought about it, I would encourage you to do it, because it's not hard and it's not rocket science. I think what people that's the first mistake. Okay. I think what puts a lot of people off is the fear of failure, which of course is natural. Nobody wants to fail at anything. Nobody wants to fail at anything, I'm afraid, but trying and failing, you will never learn unless you try and fail. That's the only way you're going to learn. The school of hard knocks is where you get your most valuable lessons. So I would say, as I say, I think I've said already, that my last 3 books have been my best efforts to date, and I would say that the first 3, I would say particularly the first 2, were just like kind of dress rehearsals, but I was still proud of myself for doing it. You know, it's not everyone that has the finances to, you know, employ the services of a publishing house. And The Madness of Corona was published by a publishing house, and it was expensive. It was very expensive, and I don't know how many copies I sold. Very few, I think. Very few. And in the end, I just said to the publisher just to take it off. And I was embarrassed anyway by the writing. You know, obviously she chose to publish it because she was getting the money. But, you know, I wouldn't even want to read out any of the poems from that book. I think the one that stands out for me is The Mask, which I have put in quite a few of my collections. But I am digressing a little here. So, to self-publish, what you basically do, I mean, there's so many different sites. There's Kobo, there's Ingram Spark, there's Draft2 Digital, there's Amazon, there's so many different sites that you can try. And I do it through Amazon, and basically all I did was download Kindle Create onto my laptop, and then build my manuscript from there. Although I probably, up until recently, built the manuscript in LibreOffice and then transferred it into Kindle Create, but I always find that when I do that, it just looks completely wrong. So what I do now is if you go on to Amazon in the Kindle, where it tells you, like gives you some kind of advice on how to use it, you can download Pride and Prejudice, and that's what I do. So I download Pride and Prejudice, and it's already in the Kindle, and then I take each chapter out, and I replace it with mine, which is probably a more, it's probably not the right way to do it, but I always find that when I create the manuscript and then give it to Kindle Create, it doesn't look right. And I mean, once you do that, you've got all the different options in Kindle Create, your paragraphs and your spacing and how to do this and how to do that. I would say for the best, if you want to learn, probably YouTube. YouTube is good. It's alright looking at something, reading it, but I think you learn more if you actually see somebody doing it. And then once you've done it, once you've finalised it and checked over seriously a million times, then you press a button and Kindle Create does something with it, and then you just go on to Amazon and you upload it to Amazon, and it's as simple as that. And you go through all these different stages when you're uploading to Amazon, with your title, your subtitle, the details of your book, your keywords, the categories that you want to put it in, and that's it. That is it. It's as easy as that. It is as easy as that. For your covers, I always find the covers an absolute nightmare. For Pieces of Me, it's the first time ever that Amazon have taken it first time. So for your cover, you must make sure that your picture is copyright free. That's most important. So I get my pictures from Unsplash. And then you go to Kindle, Amazon Kindle, and you give them the rough dimensions of your book size, and then you download the template for the cover. You download the template, and then you have to change it from a JPEG into a PNG, or vice versa, I can't remember, but Canva's really good. You upload that to Canva, the template, and then you make it there. And Canva's brilliant because you've got all the different fonts and different things that you can use to design your cover, and then you download it as a PDF, and then you upload that to Amazon. Boom, Bob's your uncle. And I'm not going to say the second part of that phrase because it's a bit rude. And that's basically all you do. That is all you do. I am seeing, I went on to Amazon recently, and I've seen some of the mistakes that I've made with other books previously. I would say just basically take your time with it. Don't rush it out. Don't rush it out. Don't rush it out, but don't be afraid to do it, and don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of failure. If it's poetry you're doing, usually what I like to do is I like to put it into chapters, and then I usually lay all my poems out, and I like to, for each poem, to follow on to the next one, so that there's a kind of story. But I don't think there's any particular way that you have to do it, as long as the writing is properly, is properly I don't know the word, it's not messed up, it's not like there's no spelling errors and there's no grammatical errors. I don't think there's a right way or a wrong way. I usually, as I say, I like to do chapters, but not for Ephemeral. And for Ephemeral, what I did was I scattered the lines. So if anybody has bought the book and looked at the book and thought, like, she's made a complete hash of this, no, I did that deliberately. I wanted to scatter the lines, so that's what I did. And that's basically it, If you think your writing's good enough, get it out there. Get it out there, And if it doesn't sell, so what? I mean, I have sat here over the years and banged my head off the wall and said, like, why can I not sell a book? Because here's the other part of this is that obviously if you're not paying a publisher, you need to market it yourself, because books don't sell themselves, and you have to use your social media platforms to the best of your ability to and I'm lucky enough that a blogger in the States, he's very kind, he did sort of in the build up to pieces of me getting released. I would also say that before you release it, I think, because once you've uploaded the manuscript, Amazon will ask you when you want to release it, and I think it's a good idea to always put on a pre-sale. So you upload it and you say, right, it'll go live in like maybe 2-3 weeks, and then in between it going you uploading the manuscript and it going live, you can get all your marketing going and get a bit of a buzz going, and then when it drops, hopefully people will want to buy it. Hopefully, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X as it's now called, yeah, if you want to just post your work on there and you're quite happy. I don't see the point in keeping my work in notebooks. I want the world to see what I've written. I don't see the point in keeping it in notebooks. Why keep it in notebooks and then 10 years down the line think, do you know what, I wish I'd done that? Just do it. Just do it. One of my father's favourite expressions was, nothing ventured, nothing gained. And it's true. It's true. So 15 minutes, yeah, I know. I just, I get an audience. It's either you or the walls. It's either you or the walls. 15 minutes. but hopefully I've give you some pointers and some tips, and I will love you and leave you, and I'll catch up with you soon. I'll catch up with you soon, maybe next week or sometime like that. As always, thanks for being here. Thanks for your likes, your comments, your shares, and your views. It does mean a great deal to me. One last thing, I have a publication on Spill Words just dropped today called Pandora's Box. I did put it in the community section if you want to click on the link and go and have a look. I did also get another lovely review on Pieces of Me. So yeah, happy chappy, although I'm not a chappy. I'll see you soon. Take good care. Bye for now.